those special powers were. The power of making people disappear.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a superpower. Okay,
Savannah, go
we
ahead.
got Lee in the back. Hello,
Hi.
hello. How you
Hi.
doing?
Good. How are
Hello.
you? Hi.
I'm doing pretty good. When I pulled you up, it pushed me to the left, almost pushed me off the screen.
Oh.
I'm over here. Damn. I need to center my camera better or something. I don't know. I had to lean this way to talk to you guys. What is going on?
Oh, nothing. Is it okay if I have my camera off now, or do you want me to turn it back on?
It don't matter. It's up to you. If you don't care if people see you, you can turn it on. If you don't want people looking at you, you can turn it off. It's all up to you.
I have it turned off.
Okay, see, MAB just turned his off. Here, I'll
Okay.
join the club. We'll all go off. So it's Scarlett, right?
What?
What's your name?
I just put it up there as secretly.
Oh, I thought it said Scarlett. I can't see.
Secret mutilator. What?
No,
Secretly. Okay, so what do you want us to call you?
that's fine. You can call me whatever you want.
Okay, want.
Okay.
Call me late
So
for dinner.
I have a question, Dolly. There we go. So here's my question. When do crime scenes, or how long does it usually take for people to get cleared in a case?
Never. Until
I
solved.
mean, I guess that would vary. You know, when if you can absolutely prove you didn't do it,
Right. So
they would clear you.
here's what's bothering me is they um reopened the crime scene to or released the crime scene back to the family on
Yeah,
like day 2, but they didn't even clear them for like a month. So how do you release a crime scene back to people that you haven't even cleared yet? Like that's been the biggest missing piece to
because
this puzzle for
the
me.
sheriff, your easy answer to that, the sheriff's a fucking idiot.
Well,
He should have never did that. You
I
know,
know.
I think even us out here on YouTube, us armchair detectives, we know better than that.
Right.
You know, nobody. Matter of fact, none of them should be clear anyway because nobody knows what happened to Nancy. How can you say they didn't have nothing to do with it? What if
Right.
they paid somebody to do it? You know, we don't know if they did or didn't. But I mean, I wouldn't clear anybody until there was proof that 100% proof that they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Like
100.
you're at work and on camera all night, and then somebody goes missing. Well, we know you didn't do it. You was on camera. You're cleared. You know what I'm
But we
saying?
don't know that you
Right.
didn't pay somebody to do it.
We didn't
And
know. Yeah, exactly.
100%. And obviously, they were a person of interest at one point in time, with as many times as law enforcement was over there. They were over there in the middle of the night doing luminol and taking pictures. But the crime scene was handed back over to them weeks before they were even cleared. Like, make that make sense.
That is bad police work. You got to remember that these detectives down there that are handling this, they're all rookies. And even
Right.
the person that's over the detectives, that person had never worked a homicide case.
Right.
That's just like handing the case to MAB.
It'd be solved if it was up to me.
MAB arrests everybody. He's done blamed 37 people in Tucson this
You can't
week.
hand the case to the porch guy. Come on
Yeah,
now.
he's dressing up like the porch guy. I mean, you might as well let him solve the case. You know? So I think it's no. I'm just playing, MAB, but yeah, he did a terrible job, and I think we can all agree on that Sheriff Nanos dropped the ball, and this case might have been solved if we would have had some real detectives doing real detective work. And you never know, Nancy could have been found if they would have continued to search for her.
100%. Yeah, I keep thinking of that over and over and over again. Like, why do you hand a crime scene over to someone who is still a person of interest? Like,
Yeah, the FBI's in their house taking pictures, but yet they're handing over the crime scene to the people they think did it.
right, they tow their car and keep it for a month, but the whole house has been handed over to them. They're having electricians come over there and camera people and like,
Yeah,
what is
and
going on here?
yeah, because they want to sell that house, so they wanted the house back. We don't know. We don't even know if they were pressuring the police to give the house back or not. That's the weird thing. And of course, their DNA is going to be in the house anyway because they can say, "Well, I was over there, so that's why my hair and this stuff is in the house." So even if you found their DNA, what could you do with it? Because you can't prove anything because they've been in the house 1,000 times.
Right. And that's what I was thinking too when they were saying that, when they put it through CODIS, there was no match. Well, none of them have been arrested as far as any of us know. Like, there's no records on Tommaso, there's no records on Annie,
But usually when there's no police records, it usually means people are usually pretty good people.
That's what I'm saying. They're not in CODIS because they're not criminals. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, and if it's mixed DNA, it could be a mixture of any of the family members. Like, I don't know. It's just
I think that the DNA was so mixed that they can't figure out any of it.
Right.
So
and then people are like, well, why didn't they send in the I think it was someone earlier, I don't know where I heard it, but somebody was asking like why they didn't send in the doormat. Well, at that point, I mean,
50 police had done walked over it. Yeah.
You can't send in something that has tainted DNA on it. If they were to have done that, it would throw that whole case out because you're sending in DNA that's inconclusive. Like now you don't even have a case at all. So there's not even a point to send that in.
That mat should have been taken day one, and that house should have been. It should have been crime scene taped off, and nobody walked in there but detectives. They had everybody in there. Mama, the first 2 days they thought the lady walked off. He told us that we instantly called homicide and was treating it as a homicide, but that ain't what they were doing. They were calling around the hospitals looking for Nancy. So if they're looking for her and they're treating it like she's just a missing person, they got police walking all through that house, through the yard, pulling up, parking in the yard. That now there's no tire prints, there's no footprints, you're just destroying the crime scene. And I believe that crime scene was completely botched,
right?
Because of their work, and they're just not professionals, and professionals should have been handling that. And but in the beginning, we got to give them the benefit of the doubt that you don't know until you know. You know what I'm saying? But they should have knew a lot sooner. Okay, Mab got crazy eyes over there. What you crazy eyeing at, Mab?
How many subs I got?
Oh, okay. He's counting the subs.
I saw him earlier. That was great. I was cracking up earlier when you put that mask and bite light on. I was like, no way, this is not happening right now.
Well, did you get the mask from Walmart, or did you get that from Amazon too, there, Mab?
They're from Walmart. It's the only one they had that had the two eyes, and they had a bunch of different colors. So I think if I got a gray one, it might have looked like the right one.
Yeah, like when I was in Tucson, I bought a mask too from Walmart, and it only had that one eye hole.
Oh, one eye.
Yeah, it covered. It's open for both of your eyes, and it don't have a mouth hole. It just opens where you can see your two eyes.
Right.
It covers your nose, but you can see the two eyes. I got it in another room somewhere.
And this bite light is Blue Light Mini 2, I think.
So what if he had a bigger? How do you know that's the exact light? Do you know for a fact that's the exact light he had in his mouth?
Yeah.
You pretty sure?
All right, I'm gonna jump off of here. Thanks for letting me join.
All right, secretly.
Right. Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye. Because it works perfectly, exactly like the guy, and it's barely an inch long.
She had a good point, that they handed over everything way too soon to the family, and why they were still investigating the family. But I think what that was the sheriff's office not working with the FBI.
I think it's
because it was the FBI that was in her.
It's almost designed so that if anybody does get arrested, they're never going to get prosecuted because the chain of evidence is going to be so screwed up that the defense is going to walk all over them. So you had pizza guys up there. You had Brian Hinton up on the porch. You had all kinds of people throwing gloves over their shoulders.
Yeah, what did they find? 16 gloves? It's like the investigators were just tossing the gloves off, and
crazy.
Yeah, that is a little nuts. So I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I just don't believe this is going to get solved, ma'am. I don't think they're doing anything to solve it.
I think she's alive. You know, I'm getting a strong feeling that she's probably alive, like in French Riviera or something.
In the French Riviera.
Yeah.
And you think this is what all made for TV movie and they plotted it?
Well, she's already 84, so you give her what, 6 more years to live? That's 90, maybe 10. They keep her hidden for 10 years. They make the movie, they make $100 million. Savannah's stock goes way up, and all the danger from what she did, Savannah, with those files is gone because she's gone.
Well, her celebrity status went up because, like I said, I didn't know who she was before this. Now I know who she
You knew
is.
who she was, but
So does the whole world. Like a lot of the world knows who she is now that might not have knew who she was. I mean, I know a lot of people did know who she was, but I think there's even more people now that know who she is. You know,
Tommaso's band might bring more.
what now?
Tommaso's band might bring more people now.
People?
Yeah.
I mean, because people don't know. I think
Good
I don't
black.
know. I think people don't like that guy now. Now if he's innocent, it is horrible because think about so many people are going to think he's a killer forever, right? The whole internet, and that's if he's innocent. Now that's a big if.
All he had to do is just come out and say, "Hey," and do an interview like Luke.
Yeah, remember everybody's blaming Luke, and then Luke came out and talked, and now everybody don't even talk about Luke anymore.
No.
Even though he was wearing that damn dress like he was in the Alaska when he's in the desert, like he was covered up from head to toe, freshly shaved and stuff. I still skeptical about that guy. To be honest with you, I mean, to be dead honest, I'm a little skeptical about the guy still to this day.
And if it is a hit job, it's a family job, I think.
With the family, I just got this feeling, like that it's an inside job. I don't know if it's inside a worker that worked there or a caregiver or somebody she rented a room to or the family. I just know it's somebody that knew information. This person, porch guy, knew things.
Yeah. He knew everything. Yeah, I just lost my thought. Old people think.
Yeah, he definitely knew things, and somebody had told him. So I'm going with it's an inside job. Now I'm not going to blame anybody. I'm just suspicious of people.
What I was thinking of is I did a Dr. Gary Boccato from the Interview Room. They cut out his portion of the 4-hour live that they did, and it was 21 minutes, so it was like digestible. So we did that one last night. And he went over the statistics, everything, every murder he hears about, he puts in his spreadsheet. He's like one of them dudes.
Yeah, nerd.
Writes books and shit like that. And he's an author. And so he went over the whole case, and it came out that the most likely possibility was it was somebody close to Nancy who knew her, and it was about a financial motive.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't even damn, I'm a nobody can tell you that.
I know. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to tell what happened.
Yeah, I don't think you got to be a genius for sure to know that there's smell of foul play involved in this. Something stinks.
Stinks to high heaven.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that even I think we could all agree that something stinks in the case. How it's all connected, I guess, if it's ever solved, we'll find out. But at the point is that they're trying to shut it up, hush it up. They want it to go away. It seems like they want it to go away more than they want it solved, man.
Yeah. So if you did something and you did put it in witness protection and it was a psyop and you wanted that media coverage for a certain amount of time and then you wanted it to end, that plot is working out exactly like they planned it. Now they got people getting tickets, like what's his name was just up there. The black guy was there tonight, and he took a piss in somebody's yard, and they called the cops on him. Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't be peeing in people's yard for one.
I think he might have used a porta potty, but it wasn't on his property.
Oh, okay. All right, we got Jody in the back. Let's bring Jody on up. Jody. What is up, Jody?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I don't want to be seen, please.
Oh, you got to cut your camera off. There's a little camera button below on your screen.
Okay.
There you go, Jody.
Okay.
I can still see your face. It's on the picture.
We can still see you, right? Yeah, we can see your thumbnail. So,
All right.
Jody,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts tonight on everything, Jody? And it's good to have you up here. Good to see you.
Thank you. Well, MAB, I saw that same show with Dr. Gary Baccato. He is like super smart, you know.
Yeah.
I have like every single person that calls in has a
Wait a minute. I said the same thing. Am I super smart?
What?
That it's an inside job and it's somebody connected to the family. And I predicted his height, his weight, and everything. Am I smart?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's not go that far. Let's just say you have common sense.
Y'all can call me Dr. Dolly now. Okay. I'm changing my name to Dr. Dolly.
Dr. Baccato.
Dr. Dolly Baccato.
Well,
Dr. Dolly Retardo would be my name.
Smoking on the live, right, Dolly?
Y'all hashtag that, Dr. Dolly Retardo.
You and MAB and everybody else that's called in or whatever hasn't got like a good point of their story because it's such a mystery. So the first thing is, I think the person at the porch guy that's not how they walk in real life. I think that they've changed their gait so no one would really recognize their real gait. Now, I pieced all this other stuff together from articles and other journalists. So these all things could be found that these are true. Savannah went out for vocal cord surgery.
Yes.
And they were at the time, they were in the Today Show was in a ratings war with the ABC show. I forget what that one's called. There's the Today Show, Good Morning America. That's what it is. They were in a ratings war, and the one with Savannah was kind of losing. So, but Savannah's out, and the ratings go up, as we've known, as we've heard, and the reported atmosphere around the studio was there was much less tension. Everyone was getting along better, and someone was quoted as saying, Savannah, this happened to Savannah, this is karma for her being such a bitch. And so she was dying to come back because she was terrified. And it said that she was panicking. And that word was in quotations. She was panicking at home. And she was begging her doctors to release her sooner. She wanted to get back. And
well, people were saying the ratings at the Today Show were going up because they were covering the Olympics anyway.
Yeah, she was supposed to go.
Yeah.
And 14 days before her mother allegedly got kidnapped, I forgot what happened. I knew I was gonna forget. Something happened.
Relax.
You know, like something that would be like that would make her want to do something, you know. I think like
so you think this is all about attention, or that somebody wanted her, they didn't like her and they did something to her mother?
Well, I think that Savannah realized that the ratings were going down, that they liked the other people that were in her place. They were getting along better, and I don't know what anyone did or didn't do, but wait a minute.
Savannah don't seem super relatable to me. Like when I watch her, like I just don't feel like I can relate to her.
That
You know,
She talks
Savannah.
about her and Carson Daly are very good friends, but I don't think.
Yeah, that was weird too. That she sent her husband off on a golf retreat while she was hanging out with another man.
Yeah,
I don't know who. I think that's against man law.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he has a wife.
I mean, it don't matter. It's a little weird. It's still a little weird. You send your husband out. It's the way she said it. I sent my husband out of town, and me and the kids went over to Carson Daly's. Like that violates man law. I don't know if she knows man law or not, but there's a law that says when your husband or your boyfriend ain't around, other men don't hang out with your wife.
Yeah.
That's like if I went over to hang out with Mab and Mrs. Mab was there by herself, I would say, "Hey, is Mab here?" And she would say, "No, you can come in and wait though." I'd be like, "No, I'll come back when Mab's here."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's because you don't do that. Not that Miss Mab would try to hook up with me or nothing. It's a respect thing for the other gentleman that you don't do it. It violates man law, which man law over precedes all law, except for the Ten Commandments.
Well, we don't know if Michael has man law though. Her husband.
Yeah, I don't know if he practices that, but I think it's if he don't, then he has to lose his man card.
Yes.
Right?
He ain't got no man card.
Yeah, you go in his wallet and you take out his man card and tear it up.
Yeah.
Even we got a soap called Man Card. So if you don't got a man card, you can buy some of Dolly soap.
I want it, Dolly.
You know what?
Yeah.
I had three really
Put Carson in the mask and let's check it out.
I had three important points, and now I'm up here, and my mind just totally blanked.
Was it?
It has
Tommaso?
I don't think. Well, if Annie and Tommaso know, I don't think Annie and Tommaso were the main people.
No,
I think it was Savannah.
You think she's behind it?
Yes, I do.
She can turn on them tears whenever she wants, huh?
Yeah. And to have all that money.
Probably banging Carson Daly. Should we delete that one?
To have all that money and not use that to resources where there were people doing it that would have done it for free. I mean, to look for her mother, and they're just sitting in a Airbnb afraid, or wherever they were.
There was a horde of people trying to get them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And not just go on the air and say, please, everyone that's out there, I appreciate it so much. And sending stuff to the people and anybody that was looking or helping and begging people and taking these other investigators up on the offer. It's like, you're right. They don't want it solved. And
yeah, I mean, that's the truth. That's how I feel like the truth is. I mean, to my truth is that I don't know if that's the 100% actual truth, but I know my truth in my mind saying they don't want this solved. If they did, they'd be doing things to solve the case, and they're not doing it. It's like they're giving up, and that's sad. That's sad. It's like, don't give up on this woman. She's important.
Yeah.
Just like everybody.
Yeah.
Right. She's a human being.
Yeah. And I'm no investigator, but I've watched true crime for many years.
Mm-hmm.
When that house was released, that was unbelievable. So was that done on purpose?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I don't want to be mean and act like I'm blaming Savannah, but it just all lines up to me.
Mm-hmm.
So And
Yeah,
if
I'm not blaming. I ain't blaming anybody. I have my
I'm not blaming
suspicions of
anybody. I'm
people.
sorry. I'm suspicious
There you
of
go.
Savannah and her motives. There you go.
Now, me myself, I'm not super suspicious of Savannah, but it's like, is Savannah covering for certain people? Like she may think like we do, but she don't want to. You know, you already lost your mom. Would you want to lose other members of your family because they go to prison for the next 50 years or something? You know, I've seen
No.
that happen. You
Yes.
know, some people believe that in the John Benet Ramsey case, that the
Mm.
brother did that to John Benet and the mother and the father covered it up. Now, the cops did come out and eventually clear the brother, but people still didn't believe it. They still believed the brother had something to do with John Benet, but the mother and father didn't want to lose both the kids. So they went along and tried to help the son, even though they knew the son
I mean,
possibly hurt the daughter.
they were doing ransom notes and everything. She was in the basement the whole damn time, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And they searched the house, and that the police searched the house and didn't find her. It was actually when the father and his friend searched the house that they found her.
Well, where was she?
In the basement.
In the basement, in a room. Like they searched all the rooms, but they forgot to open this one door, and then they went back and checked, and she happened to be behind that one door.
Well, you're supposed to look everywhere.
I know, but they didn't. And another thing is they botched that crime scene because they were allowing, when they found, when that little girl was missing, they should have treated it as a crime scene and got everybody out the house. People were actually coming over cooking dinner and shit in the John Benet Ramsey case, and they were allowing people in the house.
It seems like when people are wealthy, for some reason, some departments, they'll get in there and just throw all the rules out.
Yeah, because they don't think, oh, these rich people will do this type of stuff. But
Right.
poor people, they would treat totally different.
And Nano seemed very starstruck with Savannah. I know you don't think she's a big deal, but I don't consider her, because I don't watch that show. My husband wouldn't know who she was, but most people would know who she is, and she's from that town.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand something if you're a big fan of hers and you being starstruck.
I think she was.
Even I get people come up to me and are like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it's Dolly." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Calm down. I'm just an idiot." You know. So
it hasn't happened to me yet, though.
Keep YouTubing; it'll happen.
Oh no!
One day. You know.
I'm 84.
Yeah, it's happening more frequently these days to me because, you know, I've been covering such big high profile cases and been all on the news and shit. So it happens a little more frequently, but I don't really mind it too much. I just, you know, take a selfie with you and then, you know, say nice to meet you. And I like meeting people. So as long as they're not assholes, you give me good energy. I always give good energy back. So
yeah, well, that's who is, you know, that's who you need. You need your audience.
Yeah, I never let that shit blow my head up. If you're cool enough and take the time to watch me, I don't care what I'm doing. I'll stop to take the time to meet you and hug you, take a picture with you, and be glad to meet you, you know. So I appreciate every viewer that takes the time to click on here and hang out with me and watch and comment. And I'm no better than anybody in this room. You know what I'm saying? We're all the same.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I've forgotten half my points, so I think I'm going to go. But
Okay.
I don't want to hear MAB accusing me after I hang up.
You're going to be a suspect on MAB's wanted list after you leave. MAB's going to be posting pictures of you tomorrow.
You're going to be in a mask with a bite light.
With a bite
I think
light.
you're doing a very good job, MAB.
Thank you.
MAB's going to be the only one right because he's going to blame everybody in Tucson. All right, you be good, Jody.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, peace. All right, that was Jody. MAB, you got the flyer made yet?
I wanted poster for the two guys that you had it, but you wouldn't show it.
Yeah, I don't like to show people until there's some type of evidence. I consider actual evidence to show it. Huh?
You're showing Tommaso and Annie, and they suspect.
Yeah, but I have my me?
Yeah.
I don't really show pictures of Tommaso with Annie.
Really?
When's the last time you see me show? I don't think I've ever showed a picture of Annie.
Tommaso.
I have showed Tommaso.
You showed him hiding in the car, right?
Yeah, I think I did. I think one of y'all sent me that picture though. I don't usually show people like that. I just don't. It's like if there's something that makes maybe clues or something that if it's a lot of people speculating on the person, I will. But if it's like, just a couple people saying, hey, this, and I don't usually show it. If it starts to get traction, a lot of people,
Well,
and it's showed a million times, then I'll show it, which probably still ain't good.
When you got a guy that's wearing 2 backpacks and he's using one of these things, spike lights,
I still don't know about that one, Mav. I did see him messing with his mouth. I didn't see the bite light, but I did see him messing with his mouth. And it did look like he put something in the bag. So I agree with you there.
Put it in the bag, and then when he was walking away, he put it back in his mouth.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky, and the next time he goes to do it, he'll choke on that bite light.
No, he ain't going to choke on it because it's so small. It's easy. This is easy.
Don't take that out your mouth, man, for you choke to death, and then your YouTube days will be over. You know what I'm saying? Stop putting stuff in your damn mouth. You won't get damn sick. Okay? You probably touch
a bite of steak.
Yeah, I would stop putting shit in your mouth, dude. When you get all sick and the battery break and you damn putting battery acid in your mouth. Just say no, kids. Just say no. Don't be MAB at home. It's dangerous.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't be MAB. All right, Mabster. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I done been here. I done pulled my 2-hour shift tonight. And you know me, I don't like to stream longer than 2 hours at a time.
All right, man.
And I got to get some sleep. I'm going to work tomorrow, try to make me some more money.
It's only 10:25 here. I got plenty of time to watch some more vids, do research.
Yeah, I'm going to go kick back, watch a little bit of UFO shit, and go to bed.
I got to find my next victim.
Next victim?
Yeah.
I hear you. Next person to accuse. Let me know. I'm going to try to stream for you guys. All right, man, I'm going to take you down.
All right.
All right, peace. I'm going to try to stream from you guys from my spot tomorrow during the day. Usually earlier in the morning, it's a little slow, but today was busy. Detailing cars. Like I said, the first day was real slow. The second day was a few people. And next day was pretty busy. Every day's been getting busier, which is good because, like I said, I'm trying to save money for a traveling fund. Because we got a lot of stuff to cover. You never know. I may pop into Mexico, Arizona, but I depleted a lot of our traveling fund in that them trips to Arizona, hotels, rental cars. Believe it or not, that shit adds up fast. I must have spent, I don't even want to go into how much I spent. It's depressing. Okay. But that money goes fast. It goes fast. So I've been grinding every day this week, trying to, work and make money to put into the account so I can travel. So all you guys who've been donating to the channel and jumping on the Dolly train and donating to the Gibson Go link to help us travel, thank you guys, because y'all make this coverage we do possible. And I'm always just looking for ways to be able to bring you guys the best true crime, right? Because this is what I do. This is like my main thing. Like I'm at the age I should be sitting with my feet in the pool and taking it easy, but I'm just so passionate about true crime and I'm into it so much. It's became a major, huge part of my life. Probably like most of you guys that are up here late night, sleuthing and looking for answers. And I think everybody in the true crime sector has a little bit of detective in them, right? We're just curious or nosy. Whatever one you want to call it. I call it curiosity, right? Or nosy. I don't give a damn which one you say. But I want answers, and not only do I want answers, but I want to see justice for that, right? Because I think my main thing in this world is justice, seeing justice served. You do the crime, you do the time. I don't like to see people get away with shit. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, your OJs, your Karen Reeds, those type of people that commit a crime and then they profit from it, or they get rich from it and they just get away with it instead of being shunned or celebrated. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So let's pray for they find Nancy. I doubt she's alive, but never hurts to be hopeful. I would say statistically she's not with us, but I just pray that I'm wrong, and I say this all the time in true crime. Man, I love it when I'm wrong in true crime. I love it. I'd rather be wrong than right in true crime, because me, I think everybody's gone. And if I'm wrong, that means it ain't as bad as I thought. There's still Jack and Lily Sullivan out there missing. There's still Sebastian Rogers out there missing. There's still Summer Wells, Holly Snap. There's just we still ain't found Cody Bixby's body here in Virginia. There's just so much, man. And I want to see each and every one of these people, even, eventually be found. I don't want to be 80 years old when they find Sebastian or Summer Wells or Nancy Guthrie, but that's what it seems like is going to happen. And some of these cases are not solved for like 20 years, when there'll be a hiker that finds a little piece of a bone somewhere, and then they do DNA tests and they're like, oh, we found a bone that belongs to Nancy Guthrie or Sebastian Rogers or something like that. Say hi, Dolly. Hi, hey, Mike. Hi, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. Glad you could be here with us tonight. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm getting out here, guys. Y'all make sure you buy some Dolly soap, clean your cracks, clean your flaps, and if you're in Virginia, I'll clean your car, okay? But I'm cleaning everything. I'm cleaning cracks, flaps, crevices. BuyDollySoap.com, okay? And the promo code, all capitals, Dolly, space, Dragon. Dolly, space, Dragon, all capitals, saves you 50%. It's half off, okay? Half off with that promo code. So there ain't no reason you should be smelling like peanut butter and jelly, okay? Or old biscuits, okay? Or old biscuits. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, if I get a little break, I'll do a stream right there from work. If I don't, I'll see you guys, of course, tomorrow night. Y'all be good. Stay safe. And remember, if nobody else does, Dolly loves you. Peace.